Charity bicycle race from Shining Time Station to Cloggyville to Lucy's Leap and back to Shining Time Station.
Wow, that's pretty long for a bicycle race.
Stacy, are you sure you want to sponsor us? Yeah, what if we don't win?
Oh, just do your best and have fun, because the important thing is the race is for charity.
Stacy's right. The whole idea is to raise money for the new playground. Yeah, but it sure would be fun to win.
Yeah. Dudes, what's the news? I'm here looking for Dan, my winning bicycle man.
Mr. Winslow, could you try that in English?
I think what Mr. Winslow is trying to say is he sponsored Dan the same way I've sponsored you two.
That's the tune, Stace. That's the whole riff. Ah, here comes my main man now.
Guys, what do you think? Wow, cool bike, Dan.
Oh, it's aces, Dan, aces.
Attention, everyone. He's here and he's real. The Wizard of Wheels, the leading speed, the master of going faster. I present to you on his gleaming, scheming machine, the one and only Human Flash, 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 Flash.
The Human Flash?
Take a good look, losers, because this is the most you'll ever see of me.
Oh, Schemee, that's some bike and some outfit. Are you planning on entering the race, too?
He is the race, Miss Jones. He's the fastest thing since sliced bread.
I'm going to put Dan here up against Schemee anytime. I'll bet you 7... No. Make it 10 big ones that Dan wins.
Mr. Winslow.
No. Make it 15 big ones, and I say Schemee's going to win.
Make it 20 big ones.
All right, you got a deal, Winslow. 20 nickels says Schemee is going to win that race.
Wait a minute.
Schemee, let's get out of here, huh? And start planning our victory celebration.
Oh, that schemer, he's got a thing or two to learn this time. I bet Schemee comes in dead last.
This is going to be great, Danny. You know, that little squirt will be eating your dust for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
But Mr.
And
Winslow...
Schemer finally will be squealing for mercy. This is going to be beautiful, babe. Oh, beautiful. Well, it's been swell.
I thought this race was supposed to be fun.
Yeah, there's no way I'll beat Schemee's bike.
Oh, hi, Mr. Conductor. Are you going in the race, too?
Of course. It's a rule of mine. Never miss a train, never miss a race, and never Mississippi.
Well, you can miss this one, Mr. Conductor. All the bikes in the world couldn't beat Schemee's.
Beat Schemee? But I thought the idea was to have fun for charity.
That's what we thought, too. But now it's turned into a big deal. And Mr. Winslow's going to lose his money because he bet I beat Schemee.
It sounds like you're already out of the race before you're even in it. What if Henry had done that?
You mean the big green engine?
That's the only Henry I know.
I'll bet Henry didn't have to race against little Schemee.
No, but it was something just as serious. Henry wasn't feeling well, and he couldn't even pull a freight train. He would never win a race in that condition. Come on, I'll tell you about it.
One morning, Henry was feeling very sorry for himself. Sometimes he could pull trains, but sometimes he felt he had no strength at all. I suffer dreadfully, and no one cares. Rubbish, Henry, snorted James. You don't work hard enough. Sir Topham Hatt spoke to him, too. What's wrong with you, Henry? You have had lots of new parts and new paint, too, but they've done you no good. If we can't make you better, we must get another engine instead of you to do the work. This made Henry, his driver, and fireman very sad. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting when Henry came to the platform. He had taken off his hat and coat and put on overalls. Henry managed to start, but his fireman was not satisfied. Henry is a bad steamer, he said to Sir Topham Hatt. I build up his fire, but it doesn't give enough heat. Henry tried very hard, but it was no good. He didn't have enough steam and came to a stop outside Edward's station. thought Henry. I shall have to go away. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. All he could do was to go slowly onto a siding, and Edward took charge of the train. Sir Topham Hatt and the fireman went on discussing Henry's troubles. What do you think is wrong, fireman? Asked Sir Topham Hatt. Excuse me, sir, he answered, but the fact is the coal is wrong. We've had a poor lot lately, and today it's worse. The other engines can manage. They have big fireboxes. Henry's is small and can't make the heat. With Welsh coal, he'd be a different engine. It's expensive, said Sir Topham Hatt, but Henry must have a fair chance. Jane shall go and fetch some. When the Welsh coal came, Henry's driver and fire fighted. Now we'll show them, Henry, old fellow. They carefully made his fire, putting large lumps of coal like a wall round the outside. Then the glowing middle part was covered with smaller lumps. You're spoiling my fire, complained Henry. Wait and see, said the fireman. We'll have a roaring fire just when we want it. The fireman was right. When Henry reached the platform, the water was boiling nicely, and he had to let off steam. How are you, Henry? Beep, beep, beep. I feel fine. Have you a good fire, driver? Never better, sir, and plenty of steam. No record breaking, warned Sir Topham Hatt. Don't push him too hard. Henry won't need pushing, sir. I'll have to hold him back. Henry had a lovely day. He had never felt so well in his life. He wanted to go fast, but his driver wouldn't let him. Steady, old fellow, he would say. There's plenty of time. They arrived early at the station. Thomas puffed in. Where have you been, lazy bones? Asked Henry. Oh, I can't wait for dawdling tank engines like you. Goodbye. Whoosh, said Thomas to the coaches. Have you ever seen anything like it? Both Annie and Clarabelle agreed that they never had. Henry didn't give up. With some help from his friends, he just got better. And so can you. I'll see you at the races.
Come on, let's go. Dad, look out! Dad, you all right? What happened? Sam's bike wheel came off. Oh. Are you all right? It's just a scrape. Look at my bike.
Aw, shucks, Dan. You know what? I guess that means you won't be in the race.
That means Mr. Winslow's already lost his bet.
Oh, well, I am, real sorry about that, Dan, but those are the breaks.
You guys are better enough.
Are you sure you're all right?
I'm okay. Really.
All right, Dan. If you need us, you know where you can find us.
Jacob?
Truly sorry, Dan. And really, I mean that.
Yeah, right. Mr. Conductor, what are you doing here? Why aren't you in the race?
I can't go. I hurt my leg.
You hurt your leg, too?
Sure. See? I fell off my bike.
But that's how I hurt my leg.
Really? Hey, I have an idea. we should start a club. Call it the Sore Leg Club. The rules are this. You have to sit and feel sorry for yourself for missing a race.
Okay.
Member?
Member.
I know someone else who could be a member of the Sore Leg Club.
Who's that?
Henry, from the island of Sodor. He'd make a great member.
Why?
Why? You mean you didn't hear? Henry hurt more than his leg. Let me tell you what happened.
One winter evening, Henry's driver said, "We'll be out early tomorrow. We've got to take the flying kipper. Don't tell Gordon, but I think if we pull the kipper nicely, Sir Topham Hatt will let us pull the express. The special coal they gave you is working well." "Hooray!" cried Henry. "That will be lovely." All kinds of ships use the harbor at the big station by the sea. There are passenger ships, cargo ships, and fishing boats also come here. They unload their fish on the quay. Some of it goes to shops in the town, and the rest in a special train to other places far away. This is the train the railwaymen call the Flying Kipper. Henry was ready at 5 o'clock. There was snow and frost. Men hustled and shouted, loading up the crates of fish. The last door banged, the guard showed his green lamp, and the Flying Kipper was ready to go. Come on, don't be silly, puffed Henry to the freight cars. The cars shuddered and groaned. Trickety-trock, all right.